Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Kill Podcast.
You talking fast as shit over there.
I'm your host, Damon Mitch. I got nephew with me. I got Cruz with me. We're gonna get into aliases in a second, but I wanna let my man get into it real quick.
On the gas, ain't nobody gonna be sending me help. Pull up a glass, roll up the grass. I just rating on killing my health. He when she ass, think she attached. I be nervous in this show, don't know. All the trucks with the cars I've been dealt. I've been numb, went through walkers, ain't felt a thing. Got no brody, been talking them wedding rings. Hard to focus on love when you carry the belt. Hard to care for another, I don't care for myself. All of my love, know it's there on the shelf. Moving, I be stuck on the belt, cruising. I got goals that I help bruising. Self-proving, I don't do this for nobody. Man, I feel like the old Gotti, it was 06. Remember the snowfall, people throwing them cold bricks. They don't know, haven't paid a bar to below 7. Never know where the flow had, and I was.
Yeah, I'm getting my DJ bag this year. I know you like that. Here we go.
I'm in my whip and blowing smoke, might let the top down. The burner sitting there with me, and if you knock the whole block down, just moving on my lonely.
He got like the best rap person. This is one of my favorite raps from this area.
Yeah, we come and shut the shop.
BJ Banks.
Yeah, it's my favorite raps from this area. It's nothing like that.
In the kitchen, fiends itching, need the antidote, the money coming.
Did you just mix this? This the song? Or did you mix it?
It's the song.
This the song?
Nah, I mixed it. I mixed
I'm
it two
I'm about
together.
to say, bro. I'm about to
mixed
say
the two together.
Nah, I'm about to say that, cause he ain't on that song, bro. Nah,
I
that was
thoroughly
fire.
enjoy
That-
BJ
nah,
Banks too.
Nah, that mix was just fire.
like
bro.
I did that. That was
That mix
cool.
was
Huh?
fire,
Yeah,
yeah.
we put them
It's
together
like his
that.
voice, the way it cut through the track. Like it's like a DC
Man,
Rick Ross, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
His flow is just like,
His
and that's
tone
not to
just
compare him
set
to
up
Rick
at the
Ross
top.
either. He
No,
a
not
totally
at all.
different rapper.
That shit was just fire, bro. I was like, that ain't the song, bro.
But Rick
that
Ross
shit-
has a natural tone that cuts
Yeah.
through records. He has the same thing.
Yeah.
No, I've told him that. Welcome back, gentlemen. Season 4. How we feel? It's good to see y'all, man. I missed y'all. Did you miss me?
Absolutely.
I missed y'all, man. It's good to
Needed
see
this.
braces
Hey,
smiling.
these things
I
come
feel
off
like I'm
soon.
back.
I'm telling
I feel like
y'all,
I'm ready.
These
I feel
things
like I'm
come
back.
on high
When they
to
come
wise,
on?
I'm telling you, probably like June. Maybe May.
You're not
That's
gonna be one of
really
them people
soon, but
You're not gonna be one of them people who keep braces because they like the aesthetic.
Hell nah, these motherfuckers hurt.
you gotta tighten them.
Yeah, I
down,
know,
so
but some people
Nah,
be keeping
these
them and then
They
they just
like
they
they
don't even be
style.
going to
Nah,
get them
these don't
tightened.
they
They
like
just like the way it
by
look.
Ginger.
Nah, these jumps got the gold, bro. Like,
They hurt.
nah, they don't hurt. It just be like, I'm tired of them, bro. Like,
You gotta brush your teeth differently, don't you?
Hell
Don't you got a
nah.
special
You
toothbrush?
brush your teeth the
nah,
same
you
way.
brush your teeth the same, bro.
Nah, when my brother got braces, they gave him a little toothbrush. Had a little
It's like a little placard thing you gotta
Yeah.
stick through the wires, but you still brush your teeth the same.
I just
like the little floss pick.
I just
though.
Yeah,
floss.
that's-
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
just
like that's
use
floss.
Use the little floss picks. That's it. And then just
I
brush.
swore
Man, they do have those too.
they had little tiny toothbrushes, and I'm like, bro, I know you got to be in there 30 minutes brushing your teeth with that little
Nah,
toothbrush.
bro.
You're not brushing your teeth, but you just getting in. It's like flossing. You just get in between,
In between the braces.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I use that motherfucking Colgate with the charcoal, the charcoal
get your teeth
and
white.
tightening white, that mix. Oh man, that
charcoal?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colgate got some motherfucking charcoal.
Gray toothpaste.
Charcoal is gray, black, and white.
I've used it before.
That shit
It's great
like that.
toothpaste.
That shit motherfucking
But I
get you
feel like-
minty in the morning. I'm telling you.
But I feel like part of like brushing your teeth is like seeing how bright the toothpaste is and how yellow that make your teeth look, and you be going harder because like that toothpaste ain't
But
gonna be
Nah,
brighter
charcoal
than my
has-
teeth.
nah, you scrubbing the enamel off your teeth at that point because you're going a little too hard.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
And charcoal has a natural remedy in it that like just whitens it. It clears
Yeah.
when you drink it. It clears your system out, pushes things through. I know this is from.
He just wild. I don't know about drinking no chocolate.
Listen,
now.
Nah, that's black water.
It is.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
and I
black
know
water.
this
I've had some
because
before.
babies. We had this. I'm a father now. Newborn
Oh, okay.
father.
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead to round
We're
of applause
Brooklyn
one
that.
time
You know what
for
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Baby Brooklyn.
Shout out, baby Brooklyn. Congratulations, T. Cruz. Go ahead.
Appreciate you. But yeah, I know the charcoal works because when she wasn't feeling well and it was gassy, they have a thing called charcoal water or charcoal drops or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically for the babies. You give them a little drop of it, and it pushes everything. That's like
It's
gas.
like a prune juice. like a
not
prune
juice.
water.
It's like colic. Like you know how they got the baby colic or whatever.
Yeah.
It pushes all the colic and gas out because it just flushes their system. So she was constipated. It pushed all the poop out. It did all that, and she was good. The poop was like brown and yellow, not brown, yellowish and blackish. But
Where did you find this information?
Google's your best friend. When you have a kid, man, you Google everything.
I'm telling you,
no, straight up.
that's a fact.
Straight up, Google's right.
turn
I don't
into
give
a
a fuck
mini
if you got a
doctor.
kid or not. Google gonna always do
I mean,
it
yeah,
for
for sure. But I didn't do it as much until I got a newborn. I'm like watching her every 30
you.
seconds.
You know how many
breathing?
words I couldn't spell that I know how to spell now because of Google?
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Enamel.
Facts. And I know, and it's on your teeth. Shit.
All right, man. Well, only news I've had since
I see you shining over there.
Only news. There's some big news
our
too.
season break. Yeah, it is big news, man. I am officially a married man.
Go ahead, show the ring over, brother.
I'm gonna go ahead. One
He
time.
been showing it over there like
all episodes.
He was over there showing it like a little badge on anyway.
Show the ring off, man. One more time.
That's camera too.
He was over there. He was the male Beyonce. If you like it, then you should have put
Hey,
a
go
ring
ahead.
on
Oh,
it.
okay. All right.
He played with you.
He did play with you.
I wasn't gonna do it today.
She definitely put
I'm
a ring
chilling on
on
you
you.
today.
Nah, Hector Hernandez looks sweet.
Oh,
now.
I'm being
no. See, that's what's crazy because this man. All right, so in my head, for the past, we've been planning to get married for a while.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, when I envisioned myself up there, I was clean cut. With
You was clean cut.
with a beard like Cruises. No, clean cut, as in nothing up top. No,
You want
no
to be
hair.
Baldini.
Not Baldini, but
What
you know,
low cut?
yeah, not a zero, but
The Caesar.
something in between a zero and a one.
One to Caesar.
Yeah, something like that, something clean, right? And just flowing, just bearded, just coming out my face. right?
How long ago did you have this vision?
I was in college.
And you thought you
He
had a
ain't
beard
had no
like
facial.
this?
He ain't had no facial in college.
I had this beard in college, Mitch.
That's true.
So how'd you think you'd have a beard like this in
I
college?
thought I had enough time. I definitely thought
Hey,
this is at least 5 years ago.
He
I
bought
thought
the
I had
beard
enough
butter
time.
and everything and started using it.
I
That
mean,
shit
he
ain't never
got
worked.
something more than he had before, but I mean,
but it ain't.
not like cat whiskers.
Yeah. Okay.
I said I wasn't gonna do it, but it was too easy. I'm sorry.
Okay. Heard you. No. So I'm getting ready to go to my barber. And so I'm.
You should have got a Beijing.
We're not gonna get into my barber ethics, right? But I'm going anyway. Barber 1 and Barber 2 weren't available, so I had to go to Barber 3.
Ooh.
So I was talking to my dad, right? Ooh. And he seen me with the way I had to pull my hair back and slick it out for something before our wedding, and he seen it, and he said, "Mitch, you sure you want to cut your hair? Cause you don't know how you gonna look when you cut your hair."
Yeah.
Basically saying, Mitch, you
Don't
might
cut
be
it.
ugly when you cut your hair.
Especially because you're going to
Are you
barber
sure
number
you
3.
want? Are you sure you
No
want
offense to the
to
barbers.
be in your wedding photos with a look you don't? You want to commit to a look you don't know if it's gonna look right in your
Yeah.
wedding photos? Because
Yeah.
this looks good.
Yeah.
You just go ahead rock with this. I said, for real? So then I spent a week back and forth with my fiance, who was then my fiance. Should I cut it? 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 Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it may look nice, but... And I'm looking down at my beard like, the vision just ain't there. I can't force it. If I cut it and I ain't got the beard right, and then it's just a weird look with no facial hair, So, I kept the Hector Hernandez.
Hector Hernandez.
And I got out there with the straight slick back.
It looked good. You look good.
I appreciate it, man. I thought
You
I
was
looked all right,
clean.
man.
It just, man, when I seen the photos, the first thing that popped in my head was on my block, and that nigga looked like Hector Hernandez.
And bro, the irony is, bro, we were in Cancun, right?
And then he had the Liberace behind him. That's what made it.
Chill.
That's what.
Cruise chill. Hold on, cruise chill.
He had the Liberace, the 3-man Liberace behind him.
Mariachi.
Yeah, same difference.
They were called the Mexican Trio. That's what they were listed as on our wedding package, the Mexican Trio. Yes, we had the Mexican Trio. And so they was at a resort. They speak a lot of English. Like, they have a lot of people who speak great English, but they also encourage you to, like, try to use your Spanish. They're real open about it. They're not. I'm sure some of them may not want to deal with broken Spanish that often, because I know how I'd be feeling about broken English. But for the most part, they're very inviting.
Appreciate it.
So I felt real comfortable trying my Spanish, but I have a strength and a weakness in my Spanish. My vocabulary, trash. My accent, above average. Well above average, right? I'm not even gassing it. I'm serious.
Yeah.
When I use the little bit of Spanish I have,
be
every
like,
single time Spanish speakers, are you... They don't where you from? Like, you speak Spanish? You Dominican? What's going on? Where you from? No. I'm black. I just got a little bit of Spanish. And they just... every time. Because my accent is pretty solid. I mean, it's not Spanish native speaker level, but it's better than the person who learns at school or something like that. So I'm fooling them left and right. Everywhere I go, puedo tener... ¿Hablas español? Oh, no. I'm from DC. Oh. Every single time. Nah,
If I get to speak in Spanish, I sound like a nigga.
I don't even try.
Do you know one Spanish word?
Yeah.
What's the first Spanish word you think of?
No habla inglés.
Mine is compromiso.
Compromiso.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't use compromiso a lot. I use lo siento, which is like
Siento.
I bumped you already. You know, I don't already bumped you. I'm not going to say excuse me if I, but I bumped you
All
already.
right, back to the story.
Now imagine teaching the Spanish class and you don't even speak Spanish.
And I'm glad, just on cue,
Meek on the mix.
we out here. The Steve Records, you already heard that voice. Y'all know who's in the background. That's Meek on the mix, a.k.a. Meek in the background, a.k.a. Meek in
Imagine
the street.
teaching Spanish.
Meek man, yeah, that's him.
I don't even speak it.
Have you seen Abbott Elementary?
That shit's fire, bro.
Abbott Elementary is hilarious, bro.
Shit is
Have you
fire,
seen
bro.
Abbott Elementary?
Nah, what is it?
Okay, no. I'm gonna start. You remember the girl who's a large, the Chipotle meme? She was like, a large. Oh, you got money.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. Her name is
Quinta
Quinta
Brunson.
Miss Brunson. I'm just gonna call you Miss Brunson because
Brunson,
I do not want to butcher your name.
Quinta,
Huge fan.
Quinita.
She has worked her way up in the industry to become a producer and
She writes,
produces, and
maybe
acts,
directs it.
and I think probably directs it on a show on ABC called
she
Abbott
acts in it.
Elementary.
Yeah,
And have you ever seen The Office?
it's just
You
like
know
that.
how it's like they talk into the camera because it's like a fake documentary series. It's the same concept, but it's with more black people, and they're in an elementary school in New York.
Philly.
Philly?
Yeah,
Philly.
Philly, yeah.
I didn't know where they were. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Because they had the
Philly.
Philadelphia Reds.
They sure did. They got the Eagles Rose. So it's, it's hilarious. It's a
a great
satire.
show.
And they got Everybody Hates Chris cuz in there. I be forgetting this.
Which one, the brother or
Tyler,
the
what's his
brother
name?
or-
No, Chris.
Chris.
Oh, okay.
Tyler
James.
Tyler, yeah.
His name Chris.
He perfect for the show. He's got the driest kind of humor in comedy, bro. And
You know
his
what
name
I
is
seen him
definitely
on,
Chris.
son?
What?
I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So
He's on Walking Dead too.
on Friday, I was watching Elmo's World with my daughter.
Okay.
And when he was like 4 years old, he was on Elmo's World.
He been working.
I got the video. I was like, holy shit, this is Chris.
You gotta do the Elmo songs, bro. I know the motherfucker jump with Elmo and Adam Sandler. I know that whole song.
Elmo,
Yeah.
Elmo. Yeah.
This is a song about
Elmo.
Elmo. And then
Yeah.
you be like, something, and then Elmo come with the ad-libs. Bring, bring. Hey,
Yeah.
Slim, I'm telling
shit
you,
like
Slim,
that.
that don't take you out there, bro. I'm telling you.
This is wild as shit with that. Not the music everybody want to hear about, but hey.
Facts.
Shout out to all the fathers and all the parents watching the pod. I know y'all enjoyed that. I wasn't gonna interrupt y'all. Y'all was having it up. Y'all was having it up.
Swelmo. That's
I'm
what he's
telling
on
you.
all that shit, dog.
That junk be, I'm telling you, Elmo got all the little junks. That's better than that damn Coco Melon. That shit get
I
on
don't
my
watch
nerves.
that shit. That was the first show she watched. She liked it, but now she's Sesame Street all the way, and I can live with that because
What's
I
wrong with
can.
Coco?
Nothing is just
It's
annoying
all
sometimes.
it's all annoying nursery rhymes. The only joint I like is the ducks with a mother duck and the then every time count down.
Oh, so they just jumping from song to song to
Yeah.
song. It ain't really no story
No.
kind of thing for parents.
and then the
to
basketball
really-
joint. That's the cool joint on Coco Melon.
They had the
They
Baby
bring
Shark
that
shit. That's where that came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, back to our scheduled program.
No, we good. That was everything I had.
My man
Cancun
Mitch
was a
is
lot of
married.
fun. My friends were just drunk. My brothers were high
Drunk.
jumping and break dancing, and my brother ended up with his shirt off trying to do a break dance move. So the resort had a club.
That shit was lit.
Club had maybe 30, 40 people in it.
That shit
But it
was
was a bigger club. People spread out, plenty of space.
yeah.
Barely anybody on the dance floor.
Yeah.
DJ's jumping all over the place. White hits, Spanish music, black. He's not even doing like a 3-4. Typically, you do like a little 3-4 song set,
Just
and then
song
you
to
jump
song to
to a
song.
different.
Was he good?
Nah, he was. The songs were songs we knew, which is better than I can say for the other DJ at the other club who was there.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, this white guy who was in there ended up breakdancing, and my brother saw it. He figured it was a good challenge. He said
This is like some movie
he's
shit, right? This happened in real
Yeah,
life.
he said
This
like
like
white
a
chicks.
hangover.
White chicks.
look, he heard. Look. He tried to do a split. Ended up stretching something out of place. It was hurt the whole night. He was limping and walking, and it was a show.
It's crazy. You know exactly what he's talking about. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sitting here thinking those mo the whole time. Chris. That's wild.
You throw drunk and Chris in the same sentence, something
That
is
is
bound
wild.
to happen. I'm telling you.
We had a good time, man. We had a good time. We had such a good time. We tried, played a little another trip. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all will get
man.
the invite for that when we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be having a good time, man. But look, let's get into it.
Absolutely.
We still getting back into the swinging thing, so we don't got to jump into too much. But there's plenty of good stuff
It is.
to talk about. Am I gonna start? We're gonna start right here. We're gonna start with me. I'll start.
I mean, I can start too.
I'll let you start.
We could talk about, one of the greatest teams on earth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody laughing. We're a new franchise. You got some. Look, I'm talking to you, America. America's team. No, excuse me, not America's team. The people's team. That's what we call ourselves.
The commies.
The Washington. Don't disrespect us. Commanders.
We are Commanders.
Man, that bullshit right there. I hated that shit, dog. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Why
man.
you do it backwards? You made it sound even
He
worse
said,
doing it backwards.
we are Commanders. What? That's copyright infringement. He ain't want, you know what I mean? I'm glad he did that.
I don't know how that ran. It was like 6 people doing the chant. It was maybe if it was 100 people out
That was
there
some
doing
clown
it. But
shit, bro. I'm like, what?
Hey, dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. First of all, we're not gonna talk about the name is bad itself. But the fact that they got the years wrong on the damn logo was what made the shit worse.
Yeah.
You ain't see that? They got the years wrong on them.
This is like 2021.
Nah, the Jones say
The years they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but
the
it
years
has
they
like,
won the Super Bowl. I think it had 92 when it was supposed to be 91.
So what
Or
they
91
did, what
it
they
is.
did was they put the year they actually won the Super Bowl in, rather than putting the year the season started, which everybody does is like 91.
Got you.
So I mean, technically they won the Super Bowl in 92, but it was really the
it's
91
the
season.
90
It's the 91
season.
season,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
It's
man,
like,
y'all should.
God.
I'm not gonna lie to you, though. They should have just went with the Red Wolves. The Red
That
Wolves
shit
was
sucks too.
So
I actually like Commanders. I
How did
do.
you feel when y'all first? Because what was the name? It was the Commanders. What other name they had on the board?
Red Hogs, Red Wolves,
Red Wolves,
the
the Red-
Brigade,
yeah.
the Barrage or Brigade, whatever it is. I sound dyslexic right now. I'm sorry. No offense to the people that is, but
Cool. They,
You know what my favorite was?
what?
Shout out my boy Clue. Shout out Pack Podcast. Shout out Pack World. Clue said they was going to do Red Tails for Black History Month.
They did say that too.
And I got a little
They
excited.
did say that too. I
I'm
like
telling
that.
you, dog. They
I
should have went with the Red
thought the
Wolves.
Red Tails was hard. This is my thing.
They also said the Generals and the Warriors.
They didn't have to use red. They could have just went with wolves. Are there any wolves out there? I don't think so. The Washington Wolves. Bro, the Washington Wolves.
That sounds
Washington is a just go
I
with
think
one
Commander
syllable for
sounds
the
good.
new.
I think Commander sounds tight.
Nah, that sound ass.
Until we start winning, everybody's like, oh yeah, we
What
love
you
the
calling them for
Commanders.
short?
Huh?
What you calling them for short? The Nanders?
The Manders.
The Manders?
Yeah.
Commanders. So
Yeah,
it's
the
like
Manders.
abbreviation gonna be on the jump on the TV. It's gonna be
WTF still.
They don't put
WFT.
the abbreviation for New England. They don't put like
They put
PAT. They put
They put
NEP.
N. They put
So it's
N.
gonna be
They
WSC.
put
don't they?
NEP.
yeah. It'll
No,
be
they don't.
WSH.
They do. New England do E
Or WSC.
N D. I think.
I thought they put
New
I
England
thought it
do
was
E
NE for New England Patriots.
yeah.
Nah, they do E N D.
No, New England is just NE.
Yeah, and then
No, you
Philly
think
is
of
just
Indianapolis that does
PHI.
IND.
Nah, we do I N D. Yeah, we do I N D.
So why would we be WSH like always? What the fuck am I getting everything backwards for today?
I don't know. It's too many acronyms. I lost count.
I'm
Facts.
getting everything backwards. But I think it's a good name. The jerseys, everybody can disagree. I think the name is tolerable. Put it that way. I think the jerseys are amazing.
They said
I think
they
jerseys are
wanted to
amazing.
honor the military,
Which they did.
which, okay. I
They
guess so.
freestyling.
I mean,
I guess so.
yeah.
I just think it's kind of funny that they was like, yeah, we're going to expose the names on the second, and the shit came out on the first because somebody exposed
That's
them.
not their fault of their own. Like, we drove by the stadium that,
It was lit up too, though. Like
yeah.
I rode past.
The name
it,
came
too.
out Tuesday, right? That was the second?
Yeah,
So we drove by the stadium actually on Monday morning because we were looking at some.
it was
some-
lit
It was
up.
up
They
there.
had the name
board.
up there.
The helicopter flew over and seen it.
Yeah,
and
but what I'm
everything.
saying is
Yeah.
we drove by the stadium on Monday. We went to go look at some townhouses over there, right? The name, you couldn't see the name of nothing inside the store. Like, you look up to the stadium driving on the floor on the ground level, you can't see shit. That's not their fault that a helicopter was aerial hundreds of feet in the air and did the most and zoomed in and say, oh, this is the name and revealed it the night before. That's
Yeah.
not them. That's like, who's thinking the helicopter's gonna come across and do all that? That's, you know what I mean? And it's
thought
Fox
something-
5.
I thought it was
Why
some
would you
little
take the
ass
chance
kid.
with something this important?
I thought it was a little ass kid that
Who's
flew a
thinking
drone
about it?
up. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, some little ass kid got smart and just outsmarted the organization. And
They did get out.
drone
They
up.
did get outsmarted in the end, but it's like, who's gonna do the most to do that and then
I
expose
don't give
it?
a fuck how many. Let's be honest. I don't care about the name. It's the fact that these motherfuckers just don't win shit. Like, come on now.
All right, you changed the conversation.
No, I mean,
You changed the
we can get on this
conversation.
conversation though because his team ain't winning shit either.
Yeah, my team. See, here's my thing. This is where in the
He
reality
gonna say we
is-
won a Super Bowl
Nope,
15 years ago.
Nope. It ain't got shit to do with that. I'm sticking on this season. Okay. My team was actually a lot worse than y'all because these motherfuckers had a chance to make the playoffs and blew the last 2 games. So I'm not too mad at your team for nowhere near touching the playoffs as I am for my team. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say we were nowhere near. We had a bad record for sure, but we were not out of contention until like the last
Y'all
3
was
games.
only like how many games back from the
We
Cowboys?
kicked ourselves out of the playoffs.
We was a pretty good amount of games back from
Really?
Cowboys, but we were still in the wild cards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then y'all let Philly take that from y'all.
Yeah, but what did Philly do?
Same shit, get
Got
smoked.
their ass bust. Versus, was it Tampa Bay? Last year, we went to the playoffs first round wild card. We damn near beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
But
So-
your team wasn't good this year, was it?
It wasn't good last year. We went to the
Did it
playoffs.
get better?
Personally, I think we did. Other people would say we didn't.
A lot of injuries happened.
A lot of injuries. And people got to think when you win a division, you have the
Season too
number
long.
one strength of schedule. If you
Yeah,
win a
you
division.
have the hardest schedule. Yep.
So in your division, they also did the schedule for everybody in the NFL. The Redskins, Commanders. It's a habit.
Yeah.
Commanders had, I think, the number one and number two strength of schedule in the whole league.
They
so
did. They did. That's
it's
a
like for us to have the schedule we had and still win 7 games or 7-9 or whatever we went, or 7-10, 7-10, we won 7-10. I'm not mad at that.
Good news is the Commanders bring their ass to Indy this year. Any bets?
We can bust
Any
y'all
bets?
ass.
Any
Yeah, we
bets?
can bet.
Any bets?
We can bet.
We'll talk about this off camera.
Absolutely.
Let me ask this:
Huh.
Is any Redskins apparel now classic? Or like
Absolutely.
throwback?
Yeah, that's your
Absolutely.
vintage. If you got some,
Well, it was vintage with Washington
I'm
football.
gonna tell you my gripe though. What I don't like. What I don't like is they took Sean Taylor's jersey and made it into a Commanders jersey because they can't sell Redskins jersey no more. I'm not wearing no Sean Taylor
you
Commanders
should have
jersey.
kept that as the skins. Like that
Or
got
just Washington.
That joint got to be the skins.
Yeah, just
That
I
gotta
think
be
Washington's
They
a good
can't
middle
they
ground.
can't sell Redskins apparel, so just keep it as Washington on the front. But to make it a Commanders jersey, nobody's
Are you
buying
talking
that
about the
you
one
don't-
they
but
have in the stadium?
No. Like
Oh.
the one they
Oh,
sell.
like that you can they sell in the store.
They no longer sell the
The Wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have just sold Washington ones. Yeah,
that the one that's in the stadium. Y'all got to leave that what it is.
Oh, they will.
because he never had a
He never
Commanders
had a
jersey on.
Commander's jersey. You know what I'm saying?
because they
And
just
then
retired.
to me personally, I don't think his jersey should be sold anymore. It's just like certain people, you know what I'm saying? Like certain people.
I wouldn't say that
You
because
can't-
the proceeds
how
go
you
to the
gonna-
family.
I was
How
about to
you
say
gonna-
if the proceeds are going to the right place,
That's
then
cool.
He's still
but how
feeding
do
his
you-
family.
How do
technically.
you how you promote a Sean Taylor jersey in the Commanders? You know what I'm saying? Like how that don't make sense.
It doesn't make. That's why I don't like the jersey, but they can still sell Washington apparel and not Commanders, just Washington apparel with his name on it because it's giving the money to the family. But the Commanders shit with him and John Riggins and all the old school players, it just looks weird.
They did it with Daryl Green too, didn't they?
Yeah, it looks
Nah, that's
weird.
tacky.
It looks
Yeah,
weird.
nah.
The
Put him
jerseys
into
look good though.
Washington. Put
The
in
jerseys look
Washington.
really good, but
The maroon.
I
Well,
like
I'm
the
sorry,
black,
the
the black
is it
and
burgundy?
gold.
Y'all
Nah, it's
take
the
it's
black
technically
and-
burgundy,
it's the black,
right?
It's
My
the black
bad.
and
My
gold
school was
jump.
maroon. Don't
That
jump
don't
on me.
look like that.
The burgundy look a little
Bloodish.
darker. Huh?
Yeah.
Am I tripping? Just a little like a shade.
maybe a shade, but
like
they're
a
still
shade
burgundy and gold.
darker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, y'all.
We actually went actual burgundy now.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is because y'all were close to red almost for quite a few years, and I think the red just worked better with the yellow.
Yeah.
So,
I think the burgundy looks good. I like them jerseys. The jersey I was on the fence about was the white ones until I seen the picture. I'm like on like a jersey swap they did on Photoshop, and I was like, oh nah, this don't clean. I think we got some of the cleanest jersey in the NFL.
okay, all right.
Better than our shit, because our shit plain and dry.
We've
as
always
hell.
had some of the best uniforms in the NFL though.
And y'all done kept it classic and
Classic.
straightforward for years. Y'all have not tried anything.
Swag on it.
None.
Well,
Zero.
they changed their face.
They
mask
tried
at
one
point.
time. Look, every now and then y'all put that all blue on.
That. And y'all changed
all
that face
blue's
mask
kinda
from
hard.
like blue to gray. Go back and forth.
That shit don't matter.
Terrible.
Our owners are so it don't.
Oh,
fuck.
okay.
How you
all
know
right.
that?
All right.
Jim Irsay?
How do you know there's a
Yo, he got banned for like 3 or 4 games last year because he got arrested for.
I wouldn't call him a that's
If it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, what is it? A goddamn duck. Aflac.
if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it could be just a person impersonating a duck.
Nah, it ain't no goddamn goose. That shit is a duck.
I didn't say a goose, I said a person.
Shit.
Why are we having this conversation?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. We back.
Where I struggle to keep that on topic.
Oh shit.
I don't know how you ended up over there.
Nah, because we were talking about. I mean, at least he ain't like Dan Snyder, but that's here no there.
Bro,
Yo,
but that does bring another subject.
That does.
How do y'all feel?
I don't have details on it. I don't even know.
It's all allegations, so I'm not.
So
gonna
that's
throw
why it's
Dan
hard to
Snyder
talk.
under
It's
the
too
bus
many
like that.
allegations.
Yeah.
It's too many allegations where smoke is fire to me. It's like it ain't, here go another saying.
A lot of smoke. Huh?
It's a lot of smoke. It's a lot of smoke. Niggas suffocating. They hotboxing that motherfucker.
Nigga said they might be allegations, but
Listen,
We got to get Dan Snyder out of here. And if this was going to do it, then be my guest.
it says it sounds like the Lord is working on it. That's what it
It
sounds
works
like.
in mysterious ways, my
Don't he?
friend.
Don't he? I'm not, but I ain't. They're allegations, so I don't wish anything.
Yeah, I don't-
bad
they
upon
all
anybody.
I'm not wishing nothing
who's
bad
an
upon him,
alligator.
but I
It's
want
been proven that Jim
justice
Irsay do
served.
coke. Dan
Let me get back on Jim Irsay.
But to our point, Dan Snyder has exhibited behaviors that lead the fandom to believe he doesn't care about the team's performance.
Yeah.
Their success there. He's
a check
really
for
only
him.
He's only concerned about financial performance.
It's a check.
Yeah.
I saw someone say, I don't know if this is about the NBA or if this was about,
No,
if this was
you
about the NBA, if this was about NFL. It was a podcast, one of the players was talking, and it was like, either NFL or the NBA, only 3 teams going into the season knowing they're going to win the championship. Everybody else is just playing for money. They just playing because they bring it in the meeting.
I don't believe that, dog.
It was NBA, actually. It was NBA. It was Tracy McGrady said on Draymond Green
I don't
podcast.
believe
I
that.
can't. If it's,
I don't
I would
believe
believe that more for the NFL than the NBA.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Because it'd be like, you got that feeling like when you know you on a solid team that's going to.
How many teams are those really that actually have shots? Think about it.
You
the last few
in
years.
today,
You telling
in
me
today's
you-
league?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
You
them.
telling
Cool.
me
They actually have a shot
Miami
to win. They don't
knew?
have a shot to win.
Memphis?
No, I'm talking about the bubble season. You telling me Miami knew they was going to
Nah,
end up
that
in the
was
finals?
fluke.
That's fluke. I don't count
that
that.
was fluke.
Too many. That happens too often.
A
They
bubble
should've-
don't happen often. I'm saying like a regular season.
I'm talking about in today's season.
So who?
Memphis got a shot.
No, they don't.
John Moran is
They
damn
don't
near
have
the
a
best
shot.
player in the
They
league.
don't have a shot. He is one of the best
Crazy.
players in the league, but they don't have a shot.
Crazy.
They're not beating the Warriors
They
in the 7-game
playing. They
series.
playing team ball.
They're not beating the Warriors in the 7-game series. Who else?
The Suns. Suns
The
got a
Suns,
good
yes,
run.
they went to the finals last year. Suns, Bucks, Warriors. That's
This
it.
is why
Heat-
I'll tell you why I say
The Heat don't.
I think the Grizzlies.
Chicago.
The Grizzlies don't. I don't think.
I don't trust them yet.
I don't think they style last well in a 7-game series.
Yo, when they're healthy, they were the best team in the league when they were healthy.
What we talking about?
Chicago.
Okay, so
No,
Chicago.
Chicago, definitely.
Chicago's
That's
a
what
door
I'm saying,
closer.
like,
I'll say,
it's-
okay, for that I'll say 4.
Denver.
No,
Denver got a shot.
I don't think so.
Jamal ain't coming back in time.
Yeah, he won't. Okay, he won't come back in time. But I'm just saying, in general, like
They're not consistent
Next
enough.
year, next year they're gonna be put back in the top.
I'm saying
of the
every
league,
year. I'm
you know what
not saying that it got to be the same teams all the time. I'm saying every year is only 3 to 4 teams. And then when Tracy McGrady said
So
it,
this
it made
past
sense.
season, who do you think them 3 to 4 teams? I mean, the season we're
Season
currently
4?
in. The season we're currently in. At the top of the
It's-
season,
it's-
who would you have named?
I
those
would say
teams
before the season started or now?
before the season started.
Before the season started, I would have said the Nets, the Warriors, the Suns, and the Bucks.
Again, Chicago's playing great. Memphis is playing great. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's teams that.
But
that you just
Chicago's a
don't-
dark horse. That's
you
a
just-
team that probably
you just-
knew it.
You just go into this league like you're just knowing. All right, this team. When you in that, as a player, and you in that camp, you just know. All right, we flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know for a fact because I play ball. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been times where I just be like, yo,
And
this team is just like.
I'm glad you said that because what Cruz is talking about is not what the basketball player's mentality
Exactly.
is.
It's not the players.
He's
it's
talking
the
about the people
team
who
and
own the
ownership
team.
and the GMs. When the GMs and the
The
ownership.
50
and people-
GMs can look around. I'm sorry, not 50. The 30 GMs,
Yeah.
the 30 owners can look around and say, "Oh, we're the
But
ones
that's-
who
but
have
that's-
it this year."
But that's how it's always gonna be though, because you think Mark Cuban knew he was gonna win that motherfucking championship with Dirk Nowitzki?
That- and
before
that's
he
my
retired?
point.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
it
saying.
deals
Like,
in the Blue Moon
you know what I'm
things, though.
saying?
Right.
That's
Okay.
once because when you
so
look
it's
at
not guaranteed.
I don't
It's
know.
often.
Me personally, I don't think no owner thinks it. I mean, other than you Golden State, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Teams
his point.
like that.
It's only a
Exactly.
few, but
Think
there are a
about-
few that feel
Yeah,
guaranteed.
think
You
about
don't-
Draymond said this. Think about this. He said, it's the 4 teams. Players beat themselves up about not having rings. We have this whole ring culture in the media where if you don't have a ring, your legacy's not solidified. KD's rings don't count. Charles Barkley's not that. This is what the media say. We don't believe it, but that's what people say. You know what I'm saying? It's a narrative. They talk about Chris Paul technically have a ring. He's a failure. James Harden, whatever. James Harden said, when you think about the people that have won championships or the teams that run the thing, in the 80s and 90s, it was the Lakers, the Celtics. After that, it went into the Bulls. After the Bulls, in between, it was like Hakeem and Houston or whatever. Then it went back to the Bulls when Jordan came back. Then after that, it was the Lakers.
And the Lakers and
Then
Boston.
it was the Spurs.
Then the Spurs.
And then it's the Cavs, the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? The Heat, the Heat, the Cavs, the Warriors. Same teams. We had, for the first time in a few years, we had Kawhi with the
Clippers.
Raptors.
Yeah.
They won one. That's one of the fluke ones. Dirk had a fluke one in the middle. You know what I mean? We had Giannis get one.
I think Giannis Jones fluke.
I ain't gonna say it's one of them once in a blue moon jumps. Because the Warriors are about to run the table again. So it's like, when you look at it, it is only 4 teams really gonna win.
You know who I like on that team that don't nobody talk about? Gary Payton Jr.
He's like that.
Bruh.
He's like that. He's a good
Gary
role player.
His name is not Gary Payton Jr.
What is it?
His name is Gary Payton II.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know why?
'Cause he has multiple
Payton's
Gary
son-
Paytons.
Why you do that to me, Cruz?
Oh, you asked. My bad.
You seen me coming in for a landing, Cruz.
I thought he was saying,
I
do you know
slowed down. I did my thing. Do you know
I thought
why?
you was throwing a line for... My bad. Oh.
What did you took the lob out my
Bro,
hand
time out.
before I even
It's
threw
more
it?
It's more than
Bro,
one.
Gary Payton has
So he got the
two
land.
sons.
He got the
One
land.
named Gary Payton Jr. and another named Gary Payton II.
Yeah. He got the land.
The one who's playing for the Warriors is Gary Payton
Payton
II.
So Junior was the father.
No. You can.
Gary Payton Sr.
Do you know
is
the difference
father.
between Junior and the second?
Yeah, you could fuck around and had a middle name and then
No.
it's the same name.
Same name?
Junior and senior have to be directly related father and son. The second just means you're in the lineage. Your great grandfather could have been named that, and that makes you the second. If you're named after your great grandfather, your great great grandfather, or something like that. If you're named after your father, you a junior. So Gary Payton II is named the second because his older brother Gary Payton Jr. took junior. So he's not the junior. There's already junior. He gets second because there's a one in between him and his father.
You know who else did that?
Who?
I was trying to give you the opportunity
I
to
don't
take
know.
mine.
I don't
George
know.
Foreman.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Somebody said he pulled the George Foreman. Yeah.
You know, the son George.
He had like 5 sons. They all named George Foreman.
I think Gary Payton, he explained the story why he did that.
Why?
Because, yeah, he was having he both had his sons like 5 months apart.
Oh.
Both the mothers, they both wanted to name the sons.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, hood twins.
Yeah, basically. Oh, okay.
Damn, so Gary Payton the second, that's my favorite player on that team. Just be honest.
He's nice.
But I
Gary Payton Jr. has ties to
my 4 favorite players in the league is Dame, Ja, Carmelo Anthony. Not
Oh, is that what we doing? 4 favorite players in the league? You
I'm
wanna
just
do that?
I'm just speaking this tie into what I'm about to say.
Oh, okay.
So I like Memphis going to. I think Memphis got a clean shot. I like the way they playing.
If they do, it's going to be a fluke situation like when Iverson was versus Lakers
take
and
it.
lost.
I take it.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be something like that.
That
Game
nigga-
4.
Again, that's not somebody who's going
Game
to be a
3, Game
consistent
4.
franchise changer.
Those boys are gonna look tired.
Well, I
They
won't say
play
that.
very fast.
They had
basketball.
a good run last
It's
year.
working for them though.
It does when you get two games in between. You don't have to play the same team over and over and over again.
'Cause they can
But in a
adjust.
7-game series where you don't have experience and you running up and down the floor like you madmen, by game 3 or 4,
And you got adjustments
Let
so
Ja
people
Morant
can
style,
stop
bro.
you up.
saying?
assuming the other coach is a good coach and can develop a game plan against you. That's my point. I don't see a lot of flexibility in their game style.
I don't think.
And I'm not
I don't think
supreme
Steve Kerr's a
basketball
good coach.
analyst.
He just got a good team. That's just me personally.
Who's the
I don't think
coach?
Steve Kerr's a good coach.
Warriors?
Yeah, I just
He's
think
a
he
good
just
coach.
got 2-3 of the best players in the
he's a
league
good-
at
I
the
think
time
he's- I
right
think he's a
now.
good
You know
coach
what I'm
No,
saying?
I think he makes adjustments.
Look at how his players are developing. You just said Gary Payton II. You know what I mean? You got Jonathan Kuminga, who
That's
man,
training though.
That's coaching too.
That's training.
Okay, you can say
That's
training.
training and
No, that's developing a winning. That's
Kuminga-
developing a culture that guys come in and sign up for.
That's because half them guys came in the league that weren't supposed to be top players in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, so these guys
Kuminga
can
was
relate
supposed
to
to be a
these.
top player.
Draymond, nobody knew Draymond was going to be a
Draymond,
top
yeah,
player
for
in the
sure,
league.
for sure.
Steph Curry, nobody knew Steph Curry was going to be the
For
top
sure.
player in the
Klay
league. You know what I'm
Thompson,
saying? You know, Klay Thompson was
For sure, for
damn
sure.
near
That's development.
second round. You
Curry
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
develop him.
These guys can relate to, all right, I wasn't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't put me as a top power ranking 5, so let's just go play ball. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, that's team ball. That ain't got nothing to do with coaching. Coaching is just, all right, we're going to X and O this. Make sure you double screen Klay coming off so he ain't got to do too much dribbling. Hard screen it and rub close so you know you're going to run into Draymond or Kuminga. Them some solid dudes. You ain't just running through them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all coaching is.
I want to say something to you, but we got to get back. So I'm gonna let you have that one.
But I say this one thing too. Kuminga, them boys got Kuminga, James Wiseman. James Wiseman hurt. When he come back, he's a solid 5. Like, he's gonna be a
That's
good
a fact.
5.
That's a fact.
Kuminga though, it's scary because the Warriors might have to be one of the most unique teams in NBA history where they got one superstar, 2 stars. They still in their prime with that. They got a championship run, but they have a lottery pick in Kuminga because they lost, and James Wiseman because they lost with him. That can also be all-star superstars. Kuminga look like he's gonna be another. What's his name? Giannis.
I think-
they were smart for tanking last year.
Yeah.
They were smart.
He gonna like
Not
another
last year,
Giannis.
the year before.
He looks like another Giannis.
What's his name? A lot of people
They-
think
they-
Andrew Wiggins is starting in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I do think Steve Kerr is better than Steve Nash in coaching. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Steve Nash isn't a really good coach.
That's my point. Steve Nash, great basketball player. not good coach. Jason Kidd, another one that was like that. Real good basketball coach. Real good basketball player, not good coach.
We got another good coach, but bad team. I know Mitch wants to talk
Wes
about.
Unseld Jr.?
I know Mitch wanted to talk about that.
Bill need to go.
Wes Unseld Jr. is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill need to go.
I don't want to say that, though.
What my man Bubba is, shout out to the comedian Bubba Dub, trash. Bill, trash.
It hurts
He
me to say
plays
that.
like
No,
he play like John Wall. That motherfucker, that solo, you got a good team and you want to play ISO basketball.
John Wall never played ISO ball, bro.
Trash. He got to go.
John Wall never played ISO
I
ball.
done seen Bill tank 3 games like boldly make the Wizards lose.
Wait, you
trash.
you said John Wall played ISO ball. John Wall never played ISO ball.
He ain't never been on the court long enough to play ISO ball neither.
Yes, he was. He was one of the greatest point guards in the league. What are you talking about?
He ran into Boston.
He averaged. Okay.
Ran into Boston.
All right.
Why are you letting him drag you into a Wizards history?
That's why I just said, okay, all right.
Let him.
I realize we're going
I'm
with
letting
this.
him burn out so I can say.
I realize we're going with this. Is like, all right, I'm about to do the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. Bill, a great player. This is not the team for him no more. Like these guys is doing other things. They taking a different path on team ball, and he ain't it.
You burnt out?
Nah, cause he ain't it. I'm just saying, like Bill. I don't know what it is, man. Like
Let's
y'all
talk.
just
No,
said,
let's have a Bradley Beal discussion. I got something for you. You ready?
Bill is great. Bill is top player in the league to me.
I got
Like
something
best
for
shooting. Like you know what I'm saying. He's solid as in what he do, bro. It's just like this league of them letting them play through these fouls, and it just ain't working for him. Like it ain't.
This nigga will not fizzle. It's not even his team, but he going hard on Bradley
That's
Beal.
because, man, I was so hell-bent on Kuzma being so trash, and Kuzma's looking fucking great.
Bro.
And Bill was being trash.
Let me shoot Bradley Beal some
bit of
Bill. These are 2 things I haven't heard anyone say about Bradley Beal.
I'm listening.
One, personal comes before profession. I think Bradley Beal, number 1, likely has a lot going on right now. I know only a little bit about some of the losses that he's faced lately, and mentally could be hurting him a lot. I think he'll snap out of it at some point. That's one thing. The second thing, I think Bradley Beal is in the middle of a metamorphosis. I think we're seeing Bradley Beal have to learn what James Harden had to learn, although James Harden had a worse team to learn it with, so it didn't look as bad while he was learning it. Hey, I am a scoring combo guard, but now I have to become assist man for this team. Now I have to. So Bradley Beal is trying to lead the team with his performance, not just in terms of leadership, and his scoring is taking a hit from it. Now, to your point, it's putting him below average and has changed his role in the team. The old role that we loved so much, we're not seeing it happen that much. And a lot of Wizards fans are disappointed because we need that role. Bradley Beal is trying to play a new role that we need, despite the fact that the role he was in was already it was right there. We were there. We stay right there, Bradley Beal. Do not move. We do not need you to learn how to play point guard. But for whatever reason, that's the task he's been assigned.
To add to your point, the reason why that task has been assigned to him is because
Don't do it.
I'm gonna be real. I love Spencer.
Oh my
Spencer
God!
No. Because I'm gonna shoot him some
I
bail too.
told y'all Spencer was not going to last.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I told
Listen to what I'm saying.
Everybody was so hit.
I'm
Spencer,
about to let him fizzle out again.
Go ahead. All right, I'm
I'm
be
shooting
quiet.
some
I'm be
bail.
quiet. It's not my team.
Spence is really good. He's a good player. He's a really good player. I think he's still hurt. He tore his ACL, tore something last year. I think he's still hurt.
And trying to play through it.
Yeah. When I went to the game a few weeks ago, we had some really good seats. We was low. Got them for cheap. Tickets was like, we was 4 rows from the seat. 4 rows away from the floor. And we paid, I think, $72 a piece.
That's nice.
That's beyond the point. I was so close though that I could see what the players were actually wearing on their legs and stuff like that. He wears like the little leg sleeves like all the other players, the white jumps, but underneath that, it's a black sleeve brace, whatever. Underneath that, you can't tell when you watch it on TV. I think that he's still hurt. I think he deals with swelling because they sit him out a lot for management and stuff like that. I still think he's dealing with the after effects of that. You don't come back from ACL until a year after you're actually playing.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I could agree with that.
So I think that he's still trying to recover. They're not meshing well because you got Spence isn't a true point guard either. He's a scoring guard.
Neither
He's
one
a combo.
of them is.
So you have 2 combo guards. Somebody has to get the assist. Somebody has to facilitate do all that. It's Spence trying to do it, but Spence ain't doing it to his abilities. I don't think he's back yet.
So now Bradley's trying to pick up the slack, and that takes his performance.
So now
takes
the
a
team's
hit because of
clashing.
that.
Kuz is looking like he's looking because Kuz is able to thrive finally because Kuz is in the shadows of somebody else.
There's no competition in Kuz's role right now.
We need scoring. What does Kuzma do? he scores. Kuzma also is tall enough to get boards.
Kuzma like 6'8", 6'10", some
Like
some
six-
crazy,
like 6'9",
some crazy,
6'10", yeah.
some crazy height like
had him
that.
playing center. You seen the stop he got on Joel Embiid. So while I do think, to your point, Bradley Beal's old. If the Wizards organization, including Bradley Beal, do not consider his old role of I'm going to lead in scoring and I'm not going to worry about anything else, he may fit somewhere else better because
Also,
there's another team that can. There are other teams who are more championship contenders who could use his role.
My thing though is like
well.
they got him playing defense. Like Bill is not a good.
Well, I
defensive
think
player,
that's
you
a
know what I'm
change in.
saying? Like,
I think that's a change in the whole team. The whole
yeah,
team
the
plays
whole team
team
plays
defense
yeah,
different now.
That don't work for him. You
It
can't.
has to work. I mean, I understand you're a scorer and playing defense
Nah,
takes away. No, listen,
I
I'm
ain't
saying scoring does take away. If you playing defense, take away from your offensive ability because you're exerting more energy, but you have to defend.
Let him land though. Where you what?
I
Why
haven't
does
seen,
he?
I
Why,
haven't
why should
seen-
he not play the defense?
I haven't
he's been
seen
playing?
a lot of great scorers be great defensive players.
Kobe
you know what I'm
was.
saying? At times.
All the
James
time, he was
Harden?
all defense. No, he's not.
Hell no.
No, he's not.
Get out of here with that.
Oh, y'all-
James Harden plays a no defense.
I ain't
Oh,
gonna say
y'all
play-
don't-
I-
oh,
James
wait.
Harden
No, he
plays
doesn't.
Ole
No, he
defense.
plays defense. He plays defense.
Oh, y'all don't actually watch James Harden
No,
play.
no,
You watch the highlights.
No.
Okay,
He
I got
play,
you.
he
You
plays.
don't watch the whole
That's what
game.
I'm saying. He plays defense, but I'm saying he's not a known as a defender. You know what I'm saying?
I know he's not known as a defender because the only thing that shows up in the highlights is, yes, he has a lot of lazy plays where he just doesn't get out there, doesn't put the hand up. But when he actually plays defense, he outsmarts and
that's
is
half the
stronger.
league.
He's stronger than people. He outsmarts people. He gets the steal a lot of the time. So he is a great defensive performer.
That's like saying AI play
He
defense.
just don't play as
Yeah,
often.
AI
He just
doesn't play
he be a
defense.
little
Yeah,
lazy
James
sometimes.
Harden don't play no defense because they're scores. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta when
No,
you-
and to your
when
point,
you're- when
he's
you're a
lazy because he
when
needs
you're
to save
a top
some energy.
scorer, you got to pick your battles, and
I mean, 'cause
just
Melo
defense
did the
don't be
same
one
thing.
of their battles that they just want
then
to
you have
take
players
on.
like
But they're
Giannis.
playing team defense.
But then you have players like Giannis, you have players like Kobe, you have players like that where they're locking to do. Give me your best player on the other team, I'm gonna defend them every play.
But
They
even
still drop 30.
even that I
Kobe
don't-
a freak though. No, it's hard. You gonna
But
put
Giannis?
even that on
Even-
Kobe a freak
But
though.
Giannis?
Like,
Even that I don't think
Freak.
is relevant. Even
Isn't
that I
it?
don't think is relevant because
Why
they're
not?
not putting Bradley Beal on the number. They're not. Hey, you have the number one defensive
Yeah, yeah,
assignment.
yeah.
They're just playing a higher expectation
Yeah.
from him. To hey, we need you to actually get out there, and when
Yeah.
you want somebody, stick them. Like I get you trying to save energy for offense and everything, but we play defense we play team defense.
You have to, not
You
go
have
in.
to. You have, and I will take a hit on Bradley Beal's scoring performance for
If he's
defense.
playing defense, yes.
For defense, because
Because we gave him 120 points a game last year.
the key to us doing anything in this conference is going to be defense. What do you do against Giannis Antetokounmpo? Can you come up with a defensive scheme to do anything?
We have Denny I forgot to say his last name.
Avdia,
We have Denny Avdia now.
who played
he's
earlier
solid.
in the year.
He's one of the
solid.
best perimeter defenders in the league.
he's solid.
One of the best. He's very underrated.
Defense based on skill or effort.
Cool.
That shit is heart and effort, dog.
Is defense based on skill to effort? You asking?
Or effort.
You asking?
Basic defense is move your feet.
I think it's more effort.
No, I
You need skill, but I think it's more effort.
Yeah, that shit is effort and heart.
I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna quote Brian Scalabrine. Because y'all ever see the series where he had like people would just be trolling him all the time saying
0 points.
Bro, I could beat Brian Scalabrine just using his name as a hot name.
he plays
right?
defense.
No. And Brian Scalabrine actually had a show where he was like, "Yo, since y'all think y'all so good at basketball and I'm so trash, play me and I'll show you what the difference is." Spanked everybody. And then he said to his point, "I get what y'all are saying, right? I'm not the most athletic. I'm not hopping up and down. I'm not sprinting up the court. Do you know how much effort and how smart I have to be to keep up with these guys to even be in this league?
Yep.
I have to be
Yo,
10
you know what I mean?
times as smart as the guys I'm defending in order to do." And he,
You know how
and
many times he
proved it.
stick Kobe? Like Brian shut Kobe
'Cause
down a couple times.
It's all about effort. And even when Kobe talks about defending, there's a clip of Kobe talk about defending Kevin Durant. When he talks about it, it's a mental game. It has nothing. I mean, it does.
Look at
It does
PJ
have to
Tucker
do with
when he
his
got him last
physical.
year.
It does have to do with his physical.
was on his ass like white on rice.
He was a mosquito. He was just on him
That's
the whole
effort.
time. That's effort. That's
heart.
mental.
Yeah.
That's a
the
game.
thing about Kevin Durant is like 7 feet, but he's not that big. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's taller than everybody, a lot of guys is a lot stronger than
But a lot of guys aren't as smart as him to know where he's gonna be when he takes
Yeah,
a
that's
shot.
true.
And
And
he
I
moves
think
quick.
that's an underrated thing too.
Clean.
You said what?
Durant can pull up from 35.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he already got at least 5 feet over, five
can
feet
shoot over
over.
anybody.
Yeah.
But I think
again,
that's
when you
something
got
people
guys like
overlook.
PJ Tucker that's not great scorers, just great defensive players.
Last
like,
bit of NBA talk. Trade deadlines comes this week. Are you Are you expecting the Wizards to do anything?
No.
We need to.
Are you expecting the Celtics to do anything?
Need to.
Yeah.
No, we definitely need to.
Something coming.
No, that's a
I don't
fact.
think we are.
Marcus,
Yeah.
You think Marcus Smart
On the block?
The jump?
No, I think Jalen Brown's going.
You think they moving Jalen?
Yeah.
For what?
Is there something you need more than Jalen? And if so, what?
Yeah. We
What
need a
is
big
it?
man. Yeah, I mean,
You
we
don't
need
like
a,
Al?
Wait, big man.
Hell no.
He's too old. He's too old.
hell no.
He's way too old.
He's not a great perimeter defensive player.
is
I mean,
Al
he's not no
Horford?
great interior defensive player. You know
so
what
you
I'm
need
saying?
you saying you need interior defense. You need
You better. You seen these
So who
young
you
niggas
trading
is
need-
getting
Jalen Brown for?
you need a Rudy Gobert. You need somebody who's locking it down and making
You're not
sure.
getting Rudy Gobert. Who you
I mean,
trading?
no,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm talking
I'm
about
saying,
the type.
I'm saying you're not getting a Rudy Gobert type. Is what I'm
I
saying.
don't really
Because
know,
I don't think there's
you know what I'm
anybody
saying?
out there who's
Yeah,
a Rudy
on that
Gobert
type.
type who
Exactly.
isn't having success where they are.
Yeah.
I just think, man, you need
Dwight Howard?
Nah.
He's a defender, man.
I would take Dwight. I would take
The
Dwight.
Lakers trade for Dwight is not bad.
I
Bro.
would take Dwight. Let me tell you.
Jalen Brown for Dwight.
I'm gonna take Dwight. Let me tell you why.
Nah, Lakers gotta give something else up too.
Yeah.
I would take Dwight. Let me tell you why.
Why?
But the Lakers could use Jalen.
Dwight not afraid of getting dunked on.
I mean, yeah.
These young
you're right.
guys
That's-
getting
that's key
these
to
young-
playing- that's key to
these
playing-
young guys getting frisky at the rim. I'm telling you.
That's key to playing good defense.
You got it.
That's why Rudy is in so many posters because
Yeah,
he
he don't-
refuses to like let poster fear stop him
Yeah,
from
that's what I'm
playing
saying.
defense.
Like, all right, cool. You put me on the poster. You only did it maybe like once in a 60-minute game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cool. These guys, Al is getting out the way. John Morant coming down 30, 40 miles per hour. Not saying he's going that damn fast, but I'm just taking off from the damn free throw line. Al is getting his old ass out the way. I'm telling you.
John coming down the lane 30, 40.
Zach LaVine
Did y'all see
coming-
that behind the back alley oop? Nah, okay, that bad. It's too many
Zach
John
LaVine-
Morant highlights to talk about.
Zach coming down 30, 40 miles per hour. You gonna get your ass out the way. Dwight Howard.
Speaking of somebody getting out the way.
Wale.
Yeah, it's you.
I'm not mad at him.
What happened?
I'm not.
Yeah, you gotta
Let's
tell
be
people what's
clear.
going on.
What happened?
Broccoli City Fest, did something. I don't know what the hell they was thinking about this little whole thing going on. Wale opted out of it. Cool. I'm not mad at him.
Wale opted out of what?
Performing at Broccoli City Fest.
There we go. I just wanted you to say it clearly. That's all.
Yeah. I ain't mad at him. Opt out of that bullshit. That shit was. I looked at the
Now,
list.
there's a plethora of reasons. And
I
I
don't-
put
I don't-
reasons in
I don't-
quote
He
because
said his reasons.
I know. Well, he said his stance.
I don't
People
know-
think
I
other
don't-
things. There's evidence for other stuff too. I mean, there's a lot of noise. I don't know how much of it is real and how much of
What
it
are the
isn't.
other stances
Well,
besides the headlining and something else?
What was the? Yeah, I just knew
Yeah.
something about headline.
So
and that's the only thing I know about.
somebody, and again, this is me hearing it from somebody else. I don't have an official source, so take it with a grain of salt. That it had to do with like a change in management and an agreement happening before.
That's what
versus
that's what
after.
he actually came out his mouth and said. too.
Right. But then there's, everybody online just thinks it's because of headlining and size.
And I
all
don't
that
think
kind
that's
of stuff.
fair.
So those are two separate conversations. Where do y'all want to start?
I think that we can start at the management part.
Okay.
I think that what artist doesn't want to perform at a festival where they from? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's however many years in, whatever, how long Broccoli Festival going, who doesn't want to do that?
So
You know
what
I'm
happened with the management stuff?
saying? He said he changed management, and I guess sometime last year, at the end of last year, they.
He was in Nigeria.
Yeah, he was in Nigeria. That's exactly what it was. He was in Nigeria for December. It was December, right?
Yeah.
He was in Nigeria in December. While he was in Nigeria, his management signed off on Broccoli Fest saying, yes, he'll perform. He had nothing to do with that, didn't know anything about it. So when he got home, he was like, I didn't tell us performing. He's on tour. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I'm pulling out. I'm not performing here because I didn't sign this contract, basically. This my management. My management did it without coming to me about it. Like, why would I do it? It's not feasible right now. That's how I took it. It's also a thing where the undertones, whatever people saying, it's like it could hold some truth too. He could have just forced it and made it work, even though his management went behind his back and did it.
Let's start there though. I want to start where you had it.
Yeah.
If it is a miscommunication and management thing, why publicize it?
I think he's been going through the stuff with management for a little while now, and this is just the last straw. So with it being the last straw, it's like let me just publicize it. So
But if it's the responsibility of the management, why put Broccoli City over the fire like
Isn't-
this?
he didn't. That was the social media taking
No,
So
no,
it's-
Cruz. No,
time
no.
out.
Did he say
I'm gonna let you jump in. I'm gonna let you.
I just got a quick question. Aren't him and
You about to change it? But
No.
I
It's
gotta
on the
reply
same.
to what he said.
It's on the same. I just want to know. Ain't him and Meek Mill on the same label? Like, don't they
Yeah.
got the same manager?
Yeah. No, I don't think got the same manager, but they're on the same label.
Oh no,
No, those are two different managers.
Two different things. Okay.
Yeah, a manager is like an individual relationship you
Yeah.
have with
okay.
your
Yeah.
person. It's like a
Yeah.
lawyer or something like that.
That's all I wanted to
They
know.
only share if they want to share. If
Yeah.
They both have, but they don't. Just because they on the label don't mean that. And just like that, see, I forgot what I was gonna say. See that? Look at that. Answering your
No,
question.
it was something about the managers and him putting Broccoli City Fest over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, I got you.
The term pulling out. Pause.
Hey
Term-
yo.
I knew it. The term pulling out as an artist is often used to represent an artist's dissatisfaction with whoever they're working with to get something done. So that's why I say he put them over the fire, because when you say I'm pulling out, it goes to say and I could be reading this wrong, right? I could be reading a lot into this, but it goes to say there's something, and this is also true. There's something wrong with this process that I don't agree with, and I don't like the way it's going, so I'm just gonna step away from it.
Yeah.
If he never signed up for something, I wouldn't even use the term pulling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
it's
power
like,
words, yeah.
because then it's like, then it sounds like I thought this was gonna, pulling out means I thought this was gonna work, but doesn't look like it's going to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But his story says I never thought this was gonna work. So that's why I'm a little
So
confused.
should he say
And
I'm not
don't-
performing?
And I don't think that means there's no validity in
Nah,
what.
he ain't performing.
No,
I'm
I
not
don't
saying,
think
should instead of saying I'm pulling out, should he just say I'm not performing here?
I'm not gonna tell him what he should have did. Okay. But I do think a lot of the drama or noise that we're hearing is because of the way he handled it. And listen, I had a very long conversation with a friend. I'm not here to tell Wale how he emotionally should feel or what he should do with those emotions.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is I think there is a lot of noise that was created towards Broccoli City, which generated the whole conversation about am I a headliner and all that kind of stuff because of the way he initiated the whole event.
I think it was also, I think he would do it. I think he kind of has an underlying beef with Broccoli Fest too. And I think that's because I think I seen him say, I didn't try to perform with them for years and years since it started. And they like been giving me, they asked to kiss. And now the one time they get me, it's not because they had a conversation with me. It's my manager signed me up for without my approval, without me letting me know. So it's like, if you give me your ass to kiss this whole time and I'm asking them, not begging, but I want to perform in my hometown city at this festival, now you're doing it without my approval. Why would I want to do business with y'all? To me, that's shady business.
Yeah.
That's
No,
you
I
getting
agree.
over.
I agree.
So it's like, yeah, I'm pulling out. He makes it seem like it was his manager, all type of stuff. But that also is like, you putting over the fire, but you deserve to be put over the fire for doing shady business. If you know that you're not talking directly to him, why do it? And maybe they didn't know.
And that's what I mean. I think maybe in all of their other dealings, right, with all of the other artists who signed up or quote unquote signed up, because I haven't seen anybody else have any or express any dissatisfaction. Maybe all of their other interactions were with managers, and the other managers just had the couth to make sure they got approval from the artist before they signed off on it. So that's why I say it. A lot of it falls into the realm of the management area, but it still seems like there's some disgruntlement with Broccoli City. To your point, now separating that from last thing, the size of Wale's name. Now I'm not saying Wale personally has any issue with it. Let's put that to the side. That's not what I'm saying. The question I do want to pose is, does Wale's name deserve to be bigger at the top, the first name you see, so on and so forth?
I think so.
You don't think so? I got you. Okay.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. No?
Nah.
Why not? This will be the last thing. Go ahead. While I load up the song.
I think the fan base and like when you, for instance, I don't have the exact reason, but like for instance, say Lil Durk is on the motherfucking car, you know what I'm saying, or Lil Baby, shit, hell, even a NBA YoungBoy, you know what I'm saying, his fan base. While they got a great fan base, but when you got these new dudes with these fan bases, that's just wicked. You know what I'm saying? Like these new fan bases is trolling people. The fact that his fan base is just all right. We got Wale fans. You know what I'm saying? Then you got niggas that's pulling up on people in the airport in 4K Trey and doing something to people. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a fan base, but these new artists' fan bases is way different. Like
For sure.
you gonna have I put Lil Durk and Wale on a flyer together. 80% of this crowd is about to be Lil Durk's fan base. You know what I'm saying? So why not promote the person who's about to make me the most money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I look at it. But I don't think. Don't do Broccoli City Fest. You ain't did it now. Don't do it now. You ain't did it in 20 years. Don't do it now.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, no. Let me do that again. Have my hands not on my headphones, so it's easier to cut to. Well, all right, gentlemen. Thank you so much. This has been season 4, episode 1 of the Kill Podcast. We back. We going up.
I'm back, Mitches.
We hoping to have live guests this season. We want to be doing shows or gatherings and bringing everybody together to have a good time. There's a lot of stuff we want to be doing this year. So, hey, do us a favor. Hit that like button on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't. And we going to catch y'all next time. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Cruz, you got anything else you want to say, man?
Nah, peace, light, love.
Nephew, a.k.a. Scooter.
I'm back, Mitches.
We need to do a.k.a.s. A.k.a. Scooter.
A.k.a. I forgot
Fortune 600 Cruz.
I had a
a.k.a.
Scooter. Where
Donnie
the hell
Simpson.
Scooter come from?
You get
Motor
loose.
Scooter.
Motor Scooter.
Oh, yeah.
Motor Scooter out.
Yeah.
I forget mine.
That's Casper. You Sasho and Hector.
Yeah,
Sideshow and Hector. I got Hector. Brand new one.
Aubrey's Angel.
All right.
Hey, yo.
Nope, yeah, and we're done.
Hey.
Y'all gonna bring that every single time. Look,
You was dead ass wrong for that one.
This is a new song by my good man Thom, featuring Mix. It's called First Day. It's a single from his album coming up. We play this. We're gonna get out of here. Appreciate it for y'all for joining us. We can catch y'all on the next episode. Peace, love, hair grease, all that.
Still battle with this 9 to 5, but I know it's people inside of lives. My salary dope and on hold, and I hope that'll rise. I'm working this gig that doesn't feed my ambition. Updating resumes, searching for a transition, but I'm not corporate, that's high key like a core progress. I'm staring at the screen, but that's not where my focus at. I've been focused on this dream like skyhooks from Akeem. I told my mom and dad, but they not really listening. Want me to have 401k with some benefits, and I need to think about future, not present tense. Never learned a lot of history, but fonder than presidents. My Mount Rushmore's rap artists, they look up to presidents. But Obama was my nigga, yeah. And he should've carried their terms like a mom that stay pregnant. Pen and pad relapse when they ask what my fetish is. Opinions, I've been dead in them. My vocal tone didn't settle in. These verses I've been writing got me preaching to my reverend. I barely got my second win, still waiting on my second win. Tyrell Thomas Edison, shock the world electric. I need a wifey type of woman, cause I can't electric. They tried to shoot me down with words, but what they said missed. Plot twist, see it through my optics.